point. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna go down here and click. Hey, what's good? What's good? I'm trying. This is our first time attempting. It says Call of Duty. We're not playing Call of Duty. So I'm
This
gonna
is
think.
this is killing me.
Yeah, we live though. We live. We live. I'm trying to see if it works though. This is our first time. My first time. Oh shit! They can actually hear us. Okay,
Oh
let's
damn.
not be weird. This is some real shit. All right. We are live. This is Cat's Corner, and we're just playing with some gadgets and shit. This is well, obviously I'm Police Cat, and this is
Hey.
Crazy Eight, aka Meat Cheeks, Meat Shield, aka Meat Cheeks, aka you gonna do some cheeks.
AKA butt prosthetics.
Yeah, that's in the works. That's in the works.
That's
So
that's
we not there
Hey,
yet. We not there yet. But
we ain't there
yeah,
yet.
nah, we not
I
there
thought we
yet.
were there yet. I thought we were there. I don't know what to tell you. I thought we were there already.
Nah, we not there yet. But let me just. I'm going to the thing right now to make sure because I can still see. Okay, I can still see me. I'm making sure because it was like blue screen, but it's not blue screen clearly. I did not send any invites out tonight to this, so this is like our trial situationship thing. Clearly, but we're gonna just talk about random shit because like. Being black in America, it's random as fuck. It's not really random. It's not. It's not. We matter. But yeah, we're just gonna talk
It is
about.
pretty random. It's random.
It's not
We ain't gonna
supposed.
lie. It's random.
It's not supposed to be random. We
It
exist.
is
We,
random as fuck right now. I'm just saying.
my dude. We were brought over here on these boats, and people said forget about it, and then they said work these fields, and they were like work for free, and they were like give us some babies, and they were like work these fields, die, but work these fields. That's just the beginning. That's just the
Mm,
beginning. I don't know.
I, I'll
Not
give you
trying to
that
get
one.
political, but I have no filter tonight. No filter, no filter, just drinks.
There you go.
Um, Obviously we're representing right now Gamers Network. I know Crazy Eight is not part of Gamers Network. He is my meat shield. He's here to make me feel better about streaming by myself.
I'm basically the Betty White from the Golden Girls.
Betty
We'll go with
White
that.
had a mouth on her though. That bitch, she had a mouth on her. She was saying a lot of shit, like some hella shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with either that one or Blanche. I don't know which one. I'm gonna go with one of the old people.
You
That's
know
it.
what though? I feel like Blanche was like the salty one, even though they I mean, realistically, sorry, she was made out to be the salty one, not she wasn't salty. She made out to be salty because she had an opinion. But I feel like realistically, Betty White was the salty one. She was always like coming for Blanche. Did you notice that? Blanche would be like, "Girl, we old." Betty would be like, "Bitch, you old. I ain't old. You know what I mean?" Like, and we
Very
remember
facts.
Betty White. Yeah, we remember Betty White for being like out there spoken because Betty White had a very long career. We respect Betty White obviously, but like
And she's still going too.
I keep thinking she's supposed to be dead, but I'm pretty sure she made a deal with the Crypt Keeper or something. I don't
It
know.
was something.
I don't
It's
know.
like,
She's
hey,
still
give me a couple of more lives. Let's talk
she's still
about it.
alive and kicking and being rude as hell. And they're like, because the people say that when you get a certain age, it's like okay to be yourself. Apparently, we have many, many more years until we can actually be ourselves or something. I don't know what that means because I'm always myself for the most part. But yeah, like she's like, I'm just gonna do me and I'm gonna steal these cars and kiss these men or women if I want to, and no one's gonna say shit to me because I did so much shit. She saw. Could you imagine how much shit she saw in her life though?
In her age, I can only imagine. Like right now, I'm just thinking, how big is it going to be if just one day she ends up, just passing? Like, how big of a how
Uh,
big of a going away party would that be right there?
I don't know. Would it be as big as like when the dude from Marvel passed, or
Stan
would it
Lee.
be? Yeah, Stanley. That hurt my heart. Would it be as big as
Uh,
Stan Lee passing, or would it be more like some random passing? That's I don't know.
I mean, it won't be as big as say like Princess Diana passing. Not that big.
That was huge, even though at the time I didn't know who Princess Diana was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I learned who Princess Diana was in her death. So I don't know. I really don't know. But
I
oh
mean, if she were to pass, it would probably be up there with. I want to say it'd be up there with Stan Lee, give or take, maybe yes or no. It all
yeah,
depends on the level of how long you've known Betty White and how long have you been basically following her career.
I honestly didn't follow her career. Not to go too much into Bayway, obviously, but I didn't follow her career. But I feel like more now she's becoming more of an icon, even though she was an icon before. She become more of an icon in her, to us anyway, in her old age because she's like no fucks given, kind of a thing.
Right. Because I think
We all
she's
want to
like
be the Betty Whites of the world.
one more year away from being 100.
I thought she was already 100. That means she's old. You sure?
Now I got to look that up.
You got me questioning. I'm questioning on my fucking phone right now. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't
'Cause I
know.
thought she just hit 99 this last year, but I could be
99.
wrong. I
Shit.
could be wrong though.
We're gonna do a quick Google search, guys. We do that because are we millennials or we're zillennials? Which one of those? One of those.
We one of them.
We one of
We
those.
we we ain't about that, cancel culture. No.
No. I'll cancel your ass though.
I thought my
That's
meat
fine.
shield was already canceled.
Meat
I thought
shield.
I thought my prosthetics was
Meat
already
shield
canceled.
isn't it's oh, that sounds so nasty. Meat shields are penetrable.
Wow.
Not safe for under 18, guys. Not because I was saying some nastiness, but because I was saying some nastiness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We about to get canceled, bro.
No,
That's
don't
it.
cancel us. This is only for
It's
18 and over. I'm saying it
already
now.
been 15
18 and
minutes. We about to
over.
be canceled, bro.
15
That's it.
minutes. Whoever's in the in the stream right now, thank you for showing up for your girl. This is me, Felice Cat. I know this gamers we usually have a podcast tonight, but that ain't happening. So this is a podcast from a podcast. Think about podcasts, knowing that we do podcasts.
Word.
None of that made sense. But did you find her age? Cause I did. I got I have the ADHD thing, and then I just forget shit. I
I swear
started up
she's
in this
99.
shit.
I swear
She,
she's 99.
I don't think she's 99. I think she's like older than that. I feel like she's older than that. Betty White. If anyone knows her age, obviously just put that shit in the chat. NJ. Good looking out. Oh, BK Brawler's in the chat. Where you at, BK Brawler? You in the movie still? Yo, put some respect on that. That was respect, FYI, to people who don't understand English from my mouth. How was that movie? Let's get that shit in the chat. It's my first time using Restream by myself. I'm a grown up now. I'm a grown ass kid.
I'm still trying to figure. Oh, he's leaving the theater now. I was trying to figure out what movie he was watching anyway.
Oh yeah, what movie are you watching? This is telling me some shit. And why is the chat showing up backwards? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Very fucking emotional. What was the? Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
trying to figure out what he was watching though. I
yeah.
know
I
it
thought
ain't.
he wants to go
I
see.
know it ain't. It ain't no Mortal Kombat because that's not emotional.
No, he wants to go see a movie with his kid. Demon Slayer.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, but I thought Wait, they made a movie. I think I asked you the same question before. They made a movie. I thought Demon Slayer was simply an anime that just came out. It was a fucking amazing. You should watch it. Anyone
No, that's
watch it?
the anime came out like last year, I think,
No, it's well maybe because we're
give or
not in the
take.
full year yet. But uh, it was
I'm kind of
pretty
surprised the movie came out today. I thought it was coming out on the 23rd. But then again,
maybe.
he did say that that was the mistake that he made too. He thought it was coming out on the 23rd as well.
Yeah, he came out he went was about to go to movies last year, but then he looked at his ticket and it said it was the wrong day.
Right.
So he ended up going today, which is why we didn't have our usually scheduled podcast. But I am gonna talk about some shit real quick. I'm just trying to look it up on my phone because I restarted my phone. My phone was bugging out. But I know that you guys are used to hearing like about gaming news and stuff like that, and I would usually pull it up on my computer, but it makes my camera go out if I load it up on my computer. So, as we all know, Mortal Kombat is coming out tomorrow
Yes.
on HBO. We waiting for that shit. Like we see you HBO doing their thing, you being all big and shit, pretending like you a superstar. You are a superstar in our eyes. But yeah, there's always been a review set out for that shit, and my phone's almost dead, but I'm gonna pull it off the charger because fuck you, charger. You don't ruin my life. Yeah, there's already a review for that, and I kind of don't want to read it because at the same time I'm like, the movie's coming out tomorrow. I just watch the shit and then like feel what I feel, you know. But
You got
like,
to do that sometimes because even these days, you can't really trust like those online critics and everything.
okay,
Like Rotten Tomatoes, I don't really trust them.
yo, because you already know what Rotten Tomatoes, they are famous for flooding the waves, flooding the reviews with negative things because they don't like women or black people or whatever, or Asian person playing a character they think is supposed to be traditionally white, even though the character, just because they light skinned, it don't mean they white. We won't get into that. But
It's true though.
yeah. But then it's okay to ultraviolet or Eon Flux or Battlestar. Okay, not Battlestar Galactica, not that one. But what's the other one with the robot? The
Actually,
robot.
you know what? Didn't they have a problem with
Monster Hunter. Right. All these characters are white. They're not white though. We
yeah,
won't
but
go
didn't they
there.
have a problem with that was the same thing they had a problem with Scarlett Johansson playing what's her name in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, well that was us. That wasn't them. That was us. We had a problem with that because that was wrong. She should have been. We won't discuss that. But also Mila Jovovich playing in Monster Hunter, which I still haven't watched.
No, no. Even though that movie is still trash, just
I
no.
think it might be free, but I still haven't watched it. I don't know. But anyway, on IGN it says for the Monster Hunter review, I don't know who they paid to do this review. Oh, Mitchell Saltzman, Mr. Mitchell Saltzman, why are you so salty? He says, "Stop me if you've heard this one." I'll stop you there. But hey, stop, dogs in the background. Against all odds, a movie adaptation of a ludicrously violent fighting game with an inherently absurd premise manages. Oh, it came together. Actually, I read that wrong. The first time I read it. It came together as a delightfully cheesy and over the top art action movie. That was one whole word. Literally one whole sentence, not word.
Half the time, can you even be sure that he actually watched the movie?
I don't think he did though, because even scrolling through some of his, because I proofread, I don't read the whole thing because like who wants to
Hmm.
do that shit?
Right.
Um, he talks about it being an adaptation of a movie that was made in 1985 because he's talking about the original Mortal Kombat, obviously. And he talks about following in the footsteps by respecting the legacy of the loved one, of the beloved game series. But he talks about it not quite being like it's not following it to a fault, so that's a good thing. So it's not being like the same thing we already seen because obviously that was trash. It takes some allowances on like the platform and what it is and stuff like that. But like he says it's cheesy. The jokes and the reference are tongue in cheek. And even though they do an admirable job at introducing complete newcomers to the series and the realms, yeah, the jokes and references are tongue in cheek, literally. He's talking to me. He's talking trash about the movie. That's how I feel. I don't know. Are you excited about the movie coming out?
I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, of course, everything that you see in the trailers is always
The whole
it
movie?
looks good until you go to the movies and you just watch it yourself. It's like, damn, that's trash. I won't go into any movies that remind me of that. Dragon Ball Evolution. Anyway,
Oh, I have not watched that.
I have not. I haven't recovered from that movie whatsoever. Just letting you know, it's.
Clearly,
But
clearly.
I want to say that I remember watching the first Mortal Kombat movie, no Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat on Annihilation.
Yeah,
As a kid, you get excited for those movies because it's cheesy movies. Like when you're a kid, you don't really care. That's like watching the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Like you don't care. It's just cheesy as hell. You know. Once you get older to that point where you say, you know what, let me go back and watch that movie again, and then you look at it, you say, okay, number one was all right. Get to number two, okay, I like number two, and then you get to number three. It's like, what the hell were they thinking when they made number three? They go back in time, they do
yeah,
all that stuff. It's like, why, what are you guys doing? This is not what I wanted to follow, but you guys did it. Hey, whatever. But as nostalgia, because you love something so much, it's like, okay, they can't do no wrong kind of thing. It's like,
yeah.
all right, cool. When Michael Bay made the Ninja Turtles, it's like, you just gonna mess up my life right now.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Honestly, yeah, you might be right about that.
But I'll put this out there that I'm glad that Michael Bay didn't have to touch the Mortal Kombat movie because that shit would have been trash. I'm
I mean,
putting that out
he's trying to make everything like, was it the Transformers?
there. Yeah,
Am I saying the right movie? Am I
yeah.
wrong?
That was the first franchise that I think he was. That the first franchise he touched? I think it was the first one.
And one of the first things he did was kick out Megan. No, I said Megan Fox. Megan Good, Megan Fox. Megan Good,
It
Megan
was
Fox.
Megan
Megan Fox.
Fox.
Yeah, because she didn't agree with certain things or something. I don't know. She was mouthy. That they say. I don't fucking even know. Yeah. That's weird. Um,
But I am excited to see the movie. I just don't know how I'm gonna feel about it once I actually see the movie. Because it's like you said, if there's like cheesiness going on in the movie and stuff like that, Mortal Kombat is one of those games that it's going to have its serious side and it's going to have their cheesy sides no matter what. I mean, look at
yeah,
all the, fatalities, the friendships,
yeah,
all that stuff. It's going to
yeah.
have that, it's going to have that. So, but I feel like, to be honest, I feel like he didn't watch the movie. He may have watched like a little bit of it and then he just gave his opinion about what the movie is going to be about already. But that could be me.
I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like. I'm scrolling as I'm talking to you. I'm scrolling through the his thing, and it seems like that. Like he was like, I gotta do this for my job, so I'm gonna look at
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
And get it done. Yeah, it felt like it was work. It didn't feel like, you know.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically what we're saying is go see the movie for yourself and have
Yes.
your own opinion about that movie. You know
Yes.
what? That reminds me. I haven't even seen King Kong versus
I was
Godzilla
gonna
yet.
ask you about that next, my dude. Okay,
I
well then
mean, considering that you've seen the movie, what did you think about the movie as a whole yourself?
I got bored.
Damn, it's like
It's
that.
not no, it's not a bad movie though. I kind of got bored at some point though because what if we get bored at? I think it was taking too long to get to a point, if you know what I mean. And
You mean
it,
like
it
getting
seemed
to the action?
like it was hype, but it was like more like a teenage. Well, I don't even remember the. It was more like a teenager's coming of age story. It felt like, but at the same time, it was also like someone looking into some secrets. I don't know. Like, and then like didn't explain certain things I think well enough where I could, I mean, I understood what was happening. I'm not dumb, but it just seemed like there could have been some parts that they probably cut out just because they wanted it to be hype versus just working and focusing on the story. That
I
makes
mean, honestly, I think I get what you're saying because really, out of the whole entire trailer, it was nothing but the action scenes. So maybe that was why you were
that was
kind
all the
of
action scenes.
yeah. So that's why you were probably kind of bored at that one section. It's like, okay, I don't want to see this. I want to get to the action kind of thing.
Yeah, it just seemed like, I mean, the movie wasn't bad. I will never say it was bad, but it just seemed like they could have done more, if that makes any sense.
How long was the
Um,
movie?
I don't know, like
It
an
wasn't
hour.
2 hours though. I don't
I think
think.
it was an hour and a half. Maybe it might have been 2 hours. I don't even know. I don't even remember at this point. It just it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be because they kept remember they hyped this movie up from before because of Millie Bobby Brown,
Uh, her.
the girl from Stranger Things.
No, I know who she is. I honestly don't think she should have been added to the movie. But that's just me
Well,
though.
she was in the first one, so that she had to be in the second one.
Was she in the first one?
Hmm.
I would have to go back and watch that movie again. I didn't even realize she was in the first one.
Yeah, it got hyped around the time they're talking about her and Drake.
Mm.
Drake was texting a young girl, her.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that might have overshadowed that, and you're like, I'm not watching this shit. Grown ass man grooming this young ass girl, and she's like, I just talked to him about boyfriend advice, and I'm like, yeah, his
You're
last
suspicious
girlfriend was
right now.
18. His last girlfriend was 18, and like legit, she wasn't 18 when he first started dating her. She
See, I'm
became 18.
surprised. I'm surprised they didn't have like a guest star appearance by Chris Hansen. It's like sit here. You know,
I can't with
why do
you.
we have a seat?
No, 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 no. We're not doing that.
Yes,
We're not doing
yes. That would have been just the comic section of that whole entire scene. Seeing Chris Hansen on Dateline. Like,
that. That's yeah, but the Godzilla movie wasn't, like I said, it wasn't bad. I mean, introduced some interesting things to it. I mean, I don't know that much about the lore of the Godzilla and the I was gonna say Godzilla and King Kong's lore. I know a little bit about it with the I was gonna say fuck, it was they called him Gojira, Godzilla.
yeah,
Um, and the I can't think of the word. It starts with the K, but the other things, and apparently they can't be two alphas in existence at the same space or something. I don't know.
them the only thing you have to know about that movie is like the majority of it back in the day, it's just King of the Monsters type of stuff. That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
and I mean they try to make him look like he was an evil thing. He also Gaza got thick. He was
He got
thick as
thick.
fuck. He was thick as fuck. I was
Yeah,
like, I
them,
get why they mad because we took their monster and we turned him into a thick ass bitch because he was getting his
wow.
ass kicked too. I was like, damn, I don't know who that is. I don't know him. Don't fuck me up.
Oh damn, that's how we doing it now. It's like, oh,
I
you
mean, he
rolling with
won
him
in the
today?
end.
It's like, oh, I don't
He
know
won,
him.
he
Mm-mm.
won in the end, but I don't know. Um, I also want to talk about real quick. So that we throwing random things out there because this was a random stream, and this is the first time I was able to do it. And next time I will promote the hell out of it because I did not promote the hell out of this one. Um, so MLB, I think I spoke to you earlier about my grievances with several things, which I'll mention in a moment. But the EA Pass, MLB is usually the EA game, and MLB had gotten added to Xbox now. So it's like PlayStation no longer has exclusive to it, and some people are feeling hurt about it because like it's on Xbox also now, and Xbox was like even one better, guys. You get this for free with the but having Game Pass because we're like let's rub that shit in PlayStation's face.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you
I
feel
mean,
about that? I don't even play sports games, but how do you feel about that?
all right. For one thing, I always thought that EA was for all consoles. I don't know why I
It
thought
is.
that.
It is. But
But is there? But I'm trying to figure out: is there specific games from EA that's going to Xbox now?
MLB right now. Also, Xbox has the EA Pass, which now PlayStation also has, but PlayStation's charging for an EA Pass on
And
the
EA
Xbox free
is free.
if you have their uh pass stuff.
I mean, I can't hate on their game. Like, I mean, whatever is helping them make money, more power to you. But it's like, I mean, hey, who doesn't like free shit?
I like free shit. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
really free technically because we're technically paying for it somehow. If you're paying for Game Pass, you're technically paying for EA Pass. It's just now you're paying less, or I don't know. Maybe that's weird how I said it, but that's
No,
what
I
it
get what you're
seems
saying.
like.
I get what
Because
you're saying. I mean,
yeah,
I gotta say, just people need to just stop complaining and get behind the times. This was gonna end up happening anyway. It's kind of like now, if you think about it, Square Enix is gonna end up doing the same exact thing. Some of the games that used to be exclusive on PlayStation,
screaming.
Square Enix is moving to that side because guess what? They want to make money like everybody else. They don't want to be like, oh, okay, this is exclusive here. Okay, then why can't we make it exclusive to Xbox? We can be getting them a lot more money there too, because people have been
Yeah,
wanting, you know, different titles from Square Enix on the Xbox in the first place. Why not do it? Not why not give people what they want?
you're right. I can see that. Um, shit, man. I'm maybe more excited to like. I was thinking about Mortal Kombat right now because I'm looking at some messages about Mortal Kombat, and even though IGN had that one post, Polygon has some other shit that's an the opposite. They're like Mortal Kombat having a comeback, like that kind of a thing.
Yeah,
They're all their posts and messages, and this one's by a woman, Roxana Haddadi, I want to say, and she goes, "The Mortal Kombat reboot nails every neck." Wait, what's this happen? Yeah,
that was
yes.
crazy statistic.
Crazy with a K. What's up, boo? It says, Mortal Kombat reboot nails every neck snapping reason people love the series.
See, now that sounds like somebody who actually watched the movie.
That sounds like a fan. We like fans. We don't like stands though. We like fans.
Exactly. So, like I said, if everybody's excited for the movie, just go with an open mind to see the movie, and you make your own opinion about the movie because that's going to happen. It's kind of like when the first Wonder Woman movie came out. Everybody was like saying, "Oh, it's going to be
The rotten,
trash. It's going to
the
be
rotten
this. It's going to
tomatoes
be that,"
feel like
and
ridiculous.
it was a good movie. I can't really say about 1984 because I didn't see
I
it.
hated that movie. I'm not gonna lie
You
to
hated
you.
that movie?
It
Okay.
was, in my opinion, it wasn't as good as the other movie. I liked some of the cutscenes though, but I didn't like the movie. The movie it seemed gimmicky. Crazy with the kids is just trash.
There you go.
It seemed gimmicky to me because it was like, hey, well, there's these Amazons, and yeah, let's see how they do things, and I don't know, it was just so gimmicky, and it was like, oh, woman power was like everywhere. And I mean, as a woman, like I believe in woman power clearly, in feminism and stuff like that, but it was intense because it was like too much. It was like at the end of the show, like they go like that.
Yeah.
It was that feel like I'm gonna run and save the girl. I slide. I saved the girl, and they go look at the side. I'm like, and then they made her weak as fuck. How she go from like being a badass to getting fucked up on screen, and also she got fucked up by a Becky. And I know Becky's not a nice word to say. People get sensitive, but like that girl was not that strong until she was that strong, and then she became a cat. And then they fucked up the CGI. Yes, CGI, not even done good. The CGI on the cat, she should not have looked like that. Her name is not the cat, obviously, but that's what I'm calling
You
her.
mean Cheetah?
Yeah, the cat. She looked like the cat, and she
A
looks.
Becky. By the way, a Becky would be a Karen. give or take.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, yes. What the fuck is a Becky? Oh, he's so sweet. I'm
But anyway,
sorry.
back to the CGI.
It was really bad, and literally, like, she just looked like a wet cat in heat. It was made me really upset because I really like Cheetah as a character. I respect the fuck out of Cheetah. It was just bad. It was yeah, it was like bad. It was so bad, and I don't even know if I can't even describe it. It was just really bad. I'm gonna put
I
my
mean, to
phone
be honest,
not
I mean to
loud.
be honest, but the one thing that I've noticed about DC is they go too overboard with their CGI. I mean,
The
they
first
did it
one,
with Justice League, and then Snyder came in and he said, "Okay, this is how it's supposed to be done." But it's
that's
always
Snyder
over.
cut though. That's Snyder cut though.
I'm saying, but they do over exaggerate when it comes to CGI. They really do. I
I
mean,
don't know
that's
who
one
they're
thing they need to
hiring
start
now.
stepping up. Well, they need to tone it down. So we'll see. No, you know what? I can't really say that. Aquaman was actually a good movie with the
Yeah,
CGI going on. It was actually a good movie.
yeah. Crazy with a K. You want to come in here too and talk with us?
We got room for one more.
We do. Nobody else though. I shouldn't post that, but I posted it. Come in.
Yeah, come in,
Come
enjoy.
in and
Take this
talk with us. Make sure
after
you have
this
a
match,
camera.
maybe. Oh, he's got a match going.
Match? Alright, cool. I already posted it. Oh shit, I posted across mediums. I don't think we live on Facebook. I realized that just now. I was wondering why, but I thought we were live on Facebook. Maybe I put the wrong information in or something. Who
This
knows?
is a trial stream. You'll get it.
It is a trial stream, and folks, thank you for watching. Even if you watch later, um, just can't post this to some. That's fine. Oh, it did post. It just didn't post to the other ones. It doesn't post to Facebook.
Ah, okay.
Hiccups. I didn't even check that shit. Such a bad thing, but I like how he was in here talking to us, even though he's playing a game. I love the loyalty right there. He's like, I'm playing this game, but I'm going to see what you're doing, and I'm gonna get back to my game.
Yeah, come in here and chat with us a little bit.
Yeah,
Pick his brain a little.
yeah, facts. Um, give me 1 second. Do you have anything else you want to bring up? Because I'm just gonna check out what this other shit. This is weird. It took me to Cat's Corner, but not too gamerish. What is he saying? I love listening to you guys. Actual intelligent. Thank you.
We'll take that.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. Yeah, it didn't post to Facebook, which is fine. That's I was wondering why.
Well, remember, you said you wanted to talk about real shit, so he's
Yes,
actually giving props to that.
yes, yes. Yes. Let's talk about some real shit. You got anything? Because I got some stuff. You want to talk about some real shit? Let me know how your day went. Let me know about you. Let's talk about some real shit, like some real shit, not some fluff shit, like some shit I had to look on the internet for. Let's talk about
You
some
know
real
what?
shit.
I actually want to go back to what we were talking about earlier about the
I knew it. Let's
that whole
go.
thing that's going on in Florida with the that
Yes,
situation.
I can definitely do that. I know we're not live on Facebook, but like you said, this is just an intro, so it's whatever. It's all good. Because I can't even see how to do things on here. I never used it before, but whatever. All right, so it's gonna get political. It's gonna get personal. So, warning, I guess that's what we're supposed to do, right? Beforehand, so people can decide whether they want to watch past this or pause and then skip over. This rant is gonna go on for a second.
I guess, but at the same time, it kind of reaches out to everyone.
It does.
Not so.
And if I'm wrong, please obviously correct me. Send me a message, send me a DM on Twitch, not on our actual thing, because don't slide me up in our DMs because that's nasty. Um, so I don't know if anyone's been watching the George Floyd trial. I honestly try to stay away from it because of mental health. I didn't want it to affect me, and I didn't want to talk about it. Nah, I don't want to. I don't want. I don't talk it. But everyone is entitled to what they want. Yes, crazy. I got you. Um, but some new laws have been passed literally right after, and we can speculate so many different things, and I don't want to miss talk obviously because I'm not in charge of any of this stuff. I'm just restating things that I have seen on Facebook, and Facebook is not the not a news outlet, but a lot of news is now on Facebook. It's a medium. So I'm not saying that I verify this or it's unverified or whatever, but some of the new laws right after that in some states that happen to be red states, and we love Republicans, we love Democrats, we love everybody. Some of the new laws are interesting. There's
Honestly,
now a
questionable.
yeah,
Questionable.
there's now a law that if you are in Florida, for instance, and if you protest, um, it would affect you, or if you are involved in unlawful gathering, which I don't know if you guys know about the history of unlawful gathering, which used to be called loitering, which came from Jim Crow era, uh, was about people who would gather and it would give enforcements. I want to say law enforcement, but it would give people the right to approach you on like a what are you guys doing sort of a situation. Um, but yeah, so new laws passed where if you are a person in a vehicle, you are allowed to run over a person that is a protester and not be charged. And I just want you to think about that for a second because it's like what that means is that you can literally take a life potentially and not be blamed. So these are laws because I know that there are some states have had some protesting that because of BLM. Even Trump protesting has happened, which we won't really discuss any of those things. But the right to freedom of speech is actually hand in hand with protesting. You should be able to protest if you don't think something is happening to the liking or the freedoms of this good USA that we live in, or any state or any country. I said state, any country you live in, then you have the right because we have freedom speech in most places, right? Unless you live in like certain parts of Korea or parts of China or other places that limit, your internet access and stuff, right? But yeah, you can literally be ran over if you're protesting, if you're accused of protesting specifically. It's like Salem witch trials, it seems like to me. Like, oh, I ran pressed over because they were protesting. I'm free. How do you decide what protesting is? What is a protest? Your child could protest. I can run my child over. I don't have a child. I have no children, and I will not run anyone over. I will not own a car. I don't believe in violence. My point is, you can run someone over and say they were protesting on my lawn, but maybe they just fucked your wife, or maybe
It
they cheated on you. It's so
like
fucking
honestly, it feels
messed
like
up.
it feels like it's just another. I want to say it's like another way that you have to protect yourself from because it's like a new law for somebody else. Like basically, how do I put it? I don't know how I would put that situation, but it's like okay, like say for instance, if you're out walking with your friends or something, and you decide you're going to stand on this side of a sidewalk, and this belongs to somebody's property, and they said, well, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. Let me call the cops to tell them that hey, these people are protesting, next to my sidewalk, or they're protesting on my lawn or something like that. It just feels like it's another way of you having to get out your camera to prove that you weren't doing anything wrong. And, that's just the way you got to protect yourself now,
But yeah,
just like
that
everything else.
if someone's protesting, quotation marks, I know my hand is protesting, they can literally get out of their house and run you over with their car and not be liable. But the other thing I was saying about the gathering was the state has now also said that unlawful gathering, which also is for protesters or people,
Yeah.
poor people or people of color, let's be real. Unlawful gathering has been considered now illegal, but instead of saying it's illegal, they're saying that if you get charged with unlawful gathering, then you are no longer privy to getting certain accesses. Accesses. You no longer have access to unemployment, government benefits, state jobs, financial aid. So that means you cannot get an education if you're a low income family, which most low income families happen to be people of color or just other poor white people. Let's be real. So you cannot get education because you can't afford that shit and you're on low income. You can't get WIC or food stamps. I don't know. I don't have any of these things, but I know what they are. I think one is for babies, right? WIC is babies. WIC.
Right.
So
Well,
if you're an unwed
food and
mother,
families, yeah.
yeah. So food, yeah, food. You can't get food from the government, so they won't take care of you. Even though you're a citizen, you live there. So you can't get education to better yourself to get more income or wealth to have a higher standing in life. You can't get benefits to take care of your family because you don't make enough money because you do not have education, and you cannot get a state job, which most people who are uneducated happen to get. You don't have to be educated to have a state job, obviously, but those jobs usually are people who have not graduated from college or who have not gone on to masters or have money to pay for masters or have money to pay for graduate school or have money to and so this is a group of people in general that are not going to be able to have access to things because they were gathered. Okay, in general, it's warm. It's spring in here in New York City. We gather. This doesn't bother us. We're not in
Yeah.
Florida. There's a few states. I don't even remember Florida because Florida was poignant. But we gather. Black folks, brown folks, other POCs, we gather. Because traditions in our families tend to make us gather, whether we're outside in parks because it's too hot inside because we don't run that AC because grandma said, don't run that fucking AC. That's too much money. So we outside because it's cool outside, right?
Right.
We having a cookout outside. We shooting the shit. We shooting in the breeze. We're drinking. We're not drinking pop. We're drinking drinks. Let's be real. We gather. Oh wait, what is this?
Yep,
Florida's
he's right.
is no joke. He don't give a fuck. Yo, that's
He's
great.
right.
Crazy with the C lives in Florida. I was like, yo, I didn't know Crazy. I didn't know Crazy was black. FYI, we say that. So, our governor is
Oh,
a
so
joke.
that's, I mean,
Yeah.
Crazy lives in Florida too?
Wait, no, he just said the governor's a joke. Wait, Crazy was again. You live in Florida too? Let us know. But yeah, like that's some shit. That's some shit to be worried about. No, oh, he lives in New York. Crazy, you in New York City with me? Woo! Hey, I see you. You in the city or state? I don't remember. I'm sorry, babe. I have a bad memory in terms of where people live at. Oh yeah. You live in that. That's why I don't remember. You live in that part we don't consider New York. I'm sorry for you.
There you go.
That's literally tribute. It's like the tribute to your peaks. You crazy with a C. Rochester. That's too far still. That's close though. That's close. I don't want to be considered New York. It's cool. We don't care. We don't care. You don't have to be considered us. We know we good. We know we fan. We know we loved. Everyone wants to be us. It's cool. Part of Jersey. You be part of Long Island. We cut that shit off a long time ago. We country up here. That's cool. You be country. We not country. We sidewalks, concrete jungles, and pavements. We don't want to be country. That's good. That's all you, boo. Go raise those cattle. Go raise those horses. We good. We so good.
I was just thinking about that too, because we're talking about the whole entire the law and how it's going to affect us and everything. What about, I want to say, what about the upper class? Like, what if somebody ends up going and doing the whole protest? Is that going to be like a slap on the wrist? Is like, don't do that again? Or is it going to be the same, like across the board? Like, okay, if that person, you know, with a poor upcoming sits there and loiters, or it says that it's like, rioting or looting or whatever the case is. What if somebody of an upper class did that?
Um, he said I'm in a big city. To answer your question, that was what I was saying to you earlier because one of the things that I heard on the satellite radio, I was listening to I can't NPR. I think it was NPR. I'm pretty sure it was NPR because my work was NPR, so I listen to
Yeah.
NPR. Don't want to, but it floods my brain. Yeah, I think it's indoctrination. Um, literally, he said that they were saying, they were saying actually that this is a double-edged sword because that shit could hurt them too. Because what about the Trump protesters, for instance, that were storming the Capitol? What about those sort of situations when they were running people over it? Well, I mean, they were running people over with their cars, and now they have a pass. People were running people over. The Nazis, not Nazis, or KKK. I don't fucking even know who to hate this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, that hurts them too because if they're gathering too, we can run them over. I'm not running anybody over. Just to put that out there, I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in hurting people. It makes me sad. I'm an emotional empath, and I hurt when people hurt. I'm not trying to kill nobody. I want to see nobody killed. I don't want to see. I won't even watch the news at this point. But yeah, that shit's gonna hurt them too, though. But will they get slapped on the wrist? Probably. Let's be real. Daddy's a judge. Daddy knows someone in Congress. Daddy owns this corporation who pays off this other person. Let's be real. It's not gonna be different. Like I'm still waiting to see the verdict for that dude though, because if he gets the 2 month jail sentence / probation / I work in the next county over, like the woman that shot that guy in his own house, then I'm gonna be like, fuck it. They can't do that though, right? But they can. It's in their ability to do it. But it's like, what about the kid that just got shot? No one's talking about the 20-year-old that just got shot by the lady who thought it was a taser gun.
I thought wasn't he 13? Or am I thinking about a different case?
That's probably a different kid. That's probably a different kid. And then I know the studies say that white kids get shot. Well, white people get shot way more than black and brown people. There is a study about that. They do get shot way more than we get shot. Nah, the woman cop. Yes, thank you. And the week before that, they said no woman wouldn't do this. Nah, okay. Now I was banking on her not doing that, but she did it. There's more white people than black people. Is that what you're saying? Crazy? Are there? I think we just don't pay taxes that much, and we don't do the census because we're peripheral people. I don't think there's more of you guys. I think there's less of you guys, and there's a whole fucking video. This website's devoted. Not you. I'm not talking when I say this stuff crazy. I love you. I'm not talking about you, but there are websites devoted to the purity of the race, and it shows a little blonde girl saying she's going to be erased and killed. There's a whole agenda and plan about that shit. Yeah, look it up. 20% of the population. Wait, white people are 20% of the population? But that's because you guys do your census. We don't do that shit. We got cousins and shit. We got family that people don't know about. That hide in the closet when people come around. Just like Hispanic people. Am I wrong? Crazy, eh?
No, you're not wrong about that.
Stretching it a bit, I know. But we're often I don't know if it's an innate fucking DNA thing, a trait or whatever, but we are more innately afraid of the government and police and such because I don't know if it's genetic trauma because there's a thing called genetic trauma or I don't know what it is. That shit is like in there, like somewhere where we just don't trust. Like we don't trust doctors. We don't go to psychologists, which is a really bad thing. We should go to doctors. We should go to therapists. We need that shit. But I don't know.
Well,
I'm
it's
not
always
saying.
going to be a constant fear where you're always going to think that somebody's out to get you.
I mean, I haven't gotten the fucking shot yet for the pandemic thing.
Uh huh.
But yeah, I'm fearful as fuck. Josh talking about just preaching on NPR about well they were on NPR. NPR was reporting it. They're like, yeah, they were talking about the efficacy being 50-some%. And they were telling people that efficacy doesn't mean anything. Efficacy just means that like, you know, this and that. And I was like, no, efficacy is another word for efficiency. And you're saying you're just half efficient. So I might grow a third arm or I might die or bleed out my anus, like that commercial about the treatment for sadness. What? Come on,
I,
crazy.
I'm not saying anything.
Come on.
I am. I'm not even trying to think about that last part. That's just no.
That's the thing. I'm not making that up. I heard it on a okay, I didn't make that up. I didn't just dream this shit. I'm imagining it, but I'm not that mad. I'm not dreaming about bleeding out assholes and shit. Anyway, nah, I think that people should do what they think is right in reference to that. But I myself haven't done anything yet because I've been super cautious, but it doesn't mean I shouldn't do anything. And I believe in being safe. I believe in being safe and doing what you gotta do to stay safe, which means obviously if you need to take the vaccine, take the vaccine. I think people should do what they think they should do. In any instance, I won't be pro or non pro that, but I don't know. For me, I'm scared as fuck. I know about the trials that they did in Africa, different countries on Black people, and I know the things that they do in different countries in South America in terms of like sterilization of populations. And I mean, it sounds like conspiracy theories, but that's where my head is at.
Hmm.
This is how I think. It's not unrealistic. It's not unproven. It's things that actually happen. You know.
But I mean, what was it? Because I know he was charged in all three counts.
He who like let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
He
Got you.
was
You know I'm
Yeah, he
right.
was charged with all three counts, which is probably the reason why that law was passed. Because I believe they were going to pass another law for the police too. I don't remember
Yeah.
what that law was.
The police okay, so the police literally uh that Stan was saying different things because he said I what did he say? He
I think
said
he said late.
I was trained to do this.
Yeah, I was about to say that's what you said earlier.
Yeah, and then a lot of people was like, I wasn't trained to do this shit. He should be crazy with the K. I don't know what to say about that. Give me a second. But um some people said, nah, I wasn't trained to do this. And then other people was like, yeah, they trained us to do this shit. This is what we're supposed to do. And it made me think like, okay, well, there's obviously training because I've seen some training through some video through this guy who they keep trying to block off because he keeps doing this inside thing doing interviews with cops. He just promotes it like he's on their side, but he just wants to know what they do. And it's like
Right.
this it's cops that have been not retired, but like told that they need to like not be cops anymore. So now they do training in literally different a different county, not the same county that they were working in, and they train the cops, and it's like some like military tactics that you train the cops in because they think that they need like military or something. I don't know.
Oh no,
It's
don't do that. Mm-mm.
But I saw it on I saw a whole documentary on it, and it was like intense. I know documentaries doesn't necessarily mean real life, but if he works as this trainer, then it's real life, right? Um, like he was so proud of it. Hold on, I'm missing a dog. Hey, did I lock you in the bathroom, little dog? Anyway, he'll figure himself out. I think he might have been. Oh no, he's over there. He's fine. He's fine. I thought I locked him in the bathroom. But no, yeah. So there was between the statements of the cops that saying yay or nay, they were like, we need to look into this because if this is real, then that means that there is a really big issue. Which obviously there's a big issue because people keep dying. But they're like, this is widely blasted across the world. Now we have to report it, investigate it, not report it, investigate it. But Crazy with the Case said that he should be put to death. Me, I don't know how I feel about that statement.
Oh, give me a second.
Let's see.
Um,
I gotta think about this.
Me, I think the reason why he said what he said, I gotta change his position and stuff. Shit. Oh, crap. Okay. Can you see me? Okay, there we go. I want to say the reason why he said what he said is because how do I word it? You put in what you get out, or we'll just go for an eye type of situation.
He killed the person, so he owes a life.
Right. I'm guessing that's where he's going with that. We putting that cop to death. I mean, I don't know if I'm right on that or if he's still there to
I don't
confirm
even know
that.
what state he got tried in. He should probably get tried in the same state that the person got killed in. At least I think so. That would make the most sense, right? But
Right, because I don't really remember how many.
most states, there's a lot of states that don't have death penalty, even though some states have renewed their death penalties, which is also a fun fact. Not a fun fact. Not at all.
Because I want to. Did he get sentenced for life? I don't
No,
remember
he
the
hasn't got
entire.
sentenced yet. I thought it said it was in 2 weeks they'll do his sentencing. Unless I'm wrong. They said in 2 weeks they'll do his sentencing. He got pled guilty, but there's no sentence yet. So he's like
Okay,
in limbo.
because I know for a fact that once they gave him the sentencing,
It was
the
either
other
that
cops
or
that
two
were.
months or 2 months. 2 weeks or 2 months. One of the two.
All right, there he goes.
Oh, here's the way I look at it. I don't think it was racially motivated. Okay. But I do think that he was reckless, and as a result, Floyd lost his life. Okay, it was reckless. I don't agree with you with the racially motivated thing, being as a black person and knowing what that feels like. But I do agree with you with the end that he was reckless and he did lose his life because that's clearly what happened, right? And as you said, this is his job, and he fucked up. Yeah, he did fuck up, really bad, like really bad. Um, yeah, Crazy with the C. Any thoughts?
That wasn't racially motivated.
Any thoughts about any of the things that he said? Anything he said?
I mean, I can't really
We don't
say
know.
it wasn't
Yeah,
racially motivated. I can't really, put my 2 cents in it. I'm on the fence on that. I want to say yes, it was, and no, it wasn't. I
yeah, I
mean,
understand that.
if he fucked up on his job, he fucked up on his job. But the thing is, it's like when you have like an I don't want to call them audience, but when you have witnesses and they're sitting there and they're telling you that, hey, get your knee off his neck, get your knee off his neck, and the dude is telling you that he can't breathe, and you're not, and you're fully, attentive. You hear everything, but you're not doing what you're supposed to. Again, I can't say if it was racially motivated, but
Yeah, we don't know that. Obviously, I mean, we can say what we can think about what we think it is, But realistically, we are not him, so we really can't say that. Sorry, I had to turn the volume up. But yeah, I don't know. Mm. But yeah, I kind of end this podcast on a more positive note because that is some shit, clearly. Um,
Positive note. This is the first time Meat Shield has been on this stream. Yeah. Okay, there. That was positive.
Case okay. Yeah, he said okay, yeah. I agree with you. It got dark real fast, and I was like, damn, 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 damn. That's why I hate these. Yeah, I hate them too. It just kind of let our conversation. We had a conversation earlier about kind of this, and it kind of like went in that direction. So it was like, there's no way to not talk about it again because it's already like there, like you know.
But at the same time, it kind of makes you think, But
Yeah,
I mean, it's already in the past. There's already been a verdict on it, and everything is, all said and done. So,
facts. Crazy and crazy, both crazies. Facts. um. Yeah, let's see. Well, I'm super excited about that Mortal Kombat movie tomorrow. I know you're not as excited as I am. I am super excited. I was gonna host
I
something,
mean,
but I'm not gonna
I
do
can't
it
say I'm
now.
not. I can't say I'm not excited. It's just that it's. I don't know. That's the reason why I don't watch trailers. Like when a movie comes out, I don't want to watch trailers because 9 times out of 10, the majority of all the trailers put all the good stuff in it.
Crazy's got one more point.
Being super excited. Like I want to, like I said, I want to see the movie for myself versus what that critic said about the movie. Obviously, he didn't watch the movie. Versus an actual Mortal Kombat fan who saw the movie and said some
Like,
good things and good
yeah,
positive things about the movie. You know what I mean? But there have
that
been some movies that actually you get excited for, but it came out to be really, really bad. Like case in point, like we said about the Wonder Woman movie. First Wonder Woman movie, all good. They hyped up the 1984 movie. Everybody thought, oh hey, that movie's gonna be great. It's gonna be just like the first one. And
I
then when
didn't
it
like
came out,
it.
it was
That
like,
I decided to like it, but whatever.
right. But like I said, I'm excited to see it. I'm probably gonna end up streaming it for my people in the Discord and everything tomorrow if anybody
You
wants
gotta
to
send me
watch
an
it.
invite. I told I was gonna do that, but I don't think I'm gonna do that now because I did Coming to America too, and it didn't have a good show out, so and I don't want to do that again.
Okay, yeah, that's a good explanation. What did you think about the movie overall?
Which one?
Coming to America too. I mean, that was kind of hyped up because everybody was excited to see Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy get back together. They
I
they
was
wanted to see the
excited
whole cast.
specifically about the She's Your Queen. That guy.
Oh wow, really?
No,
What did he say?
He took his
He,
ass off. Wait, what is this? Wait.
Gracie
Well,
said he
wait.
laughed his ass off.
Of course he did. It was funny. It was funny. But no, that guy, the singer that I sung, okay, I can't sing like him. I can
Yeah.
sing. I can sing though, FYI.
No,
And
I know. I've heard you sing before.
I'm practicing guitar. And I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. Crazy. I need you to turn your volume up a little bit because it says I only have one view, and I know you're in here and I'm in here too. So turn your volume up a little bit louder.
A little bit louder.
Yeah, it should be at least 25% because it says one person, and it's just making me so sad because I don't pull one people. I pull many people. You know that. You guys been in my
I'm in
stream.
there. I don't know why my volume is at 100 right now, so I
No,
have
no,
no
not
idea
your
what.
volume for the restream. The volume for your separate Twitch account.
Oh, I don't know. I tried fixing that before already. It ain't working for me.
It's just
Actually,
because Twitch sucks. Twitch is an asshole. Anyway, he said it's all the way up. Of course, it's just Twitch. They lying. They always lying. Um, no, but the movie I thought was not what I expected it to be. It wasn't as
right.
good at all. It could have been so much better. And a few notes was Eddie Murphy no longer had the nice accent. Also, he didn't look the same because he's older. So I mean, obviously he's supposed to look that way because it's been years. He's already had birthed kids. They made sure that he had kids in the years that have not had a we have not had a movie. His kids were around that age. At least one of them were, or two of them.
Right, which makes sense.
Yeah. So he's like he's a sloppy king. I mean, okay, not sloppy. He's just older. I said all
Yeah.
that wrong. All that wrong. Um, but he just was like a pushover. Like I'm just he was so confident in the first movie. This one he was just like he gave his balls in a sack to his woman. Okay, listen, I believe in women having power. I'm not saying that. I'm a woman. But she looked good. She looked good at fuck. She did. She did. She
Can't
was.
you can't remember her name? Who was that anyway?
I don't know her name. It doesn't matter. And it does matter. It does matter. Remember the women's names. I don't remember her name though. She looked good. His wife. I can't remember her name. Uh, I don't know. The McDonald's girl. Sorry, McDonald's girl. But no, he just she seemed the same. He's laughing. She seemed the same. He didn't seem the same. The accent was really fucked up. Like he lost so much accent, even though, mind you, they grew up, they lived. He was only in America or New York City or Brooklyn, whatever, for a short time to find his wife. Then they moved right back to Africa. So his accent, he needs to go back to the voice coach. That bothered me. I know it's little, but that bothered me. The voice for him. And then like that he was a pushover. He was so much of a pushover. Like, he was like a little bitch. And then like the daughters, I love the daughters. The daughters were fucking amazing. I like the new kid too, though, even though I thought he was too cocky at first. Like,
Right.
like
Are
he
you
was
talking about his
so
son?
cocky. Yeah, he was so cocky when he came. He was like, "Oh, I'm a prince. I'm a prince." I'm like, okay, I get it, but we're not exactly like that in New York City. Like, don't do that. That's not
But you
that's
know
not
what
good.
it is? I think for that movie, it's one of those. I want to say it was one of those coming of age movies where he was just in the beginning he was cocky as hell, and then towards the end he
Gotta get
actually,
humble.
yeah,
And then the whole he wants to get married, so he was there for like 2 days, I think, or maybe it was probably longer. That's probably like weeks, whatever. But he was like, "I'm ready to get married to this lady." Like that's we don't be marrying people like that. That's nasty. The hairdresser, she was beautiful, FYI. But like that just it was no, that was just a lot, especially in this era, because this would be like 2021, right, or 2020. I think no, I think it's
uh,
2019. I think it said 2019 because that's probably when they started filming it.
Coming to
But it's
America too. You
yeah,
give or take,
I think they said
yeah.
vocally they said 2019 when they were in the movie. Um, but even though it came out in 2021, obviously. But yeah, it's just there was just certain things I was just like, we don't do that. Like, especially if you from New York, we're not just gonna go to a different land and then get married. Like, ew, ew.
Yeah, but I kind of felt like that was another movie right there.
It wasn't
That was
bad
kind of
though.
like
It just wasn't what I expected.
I want to say that was a movie right there that was hyped up.
Too
That
much.
was yeah, too much. Because like I said, everybody was expecting Eddie Murphy. Everybody was expecting. It's like, oh shit, it's been a long time since we've seen
Wait, did
Arsenio
it
on
wasn't a
screen.
movie?
Huh?
It was because the whole point of it being hyped was because it was being shot in Tyler Perry's thing, his new studio. He shot that Bad Boys, and well, not he shot that, but they shot it at the studio. So Bad Boys, which did you see the Bad Boys, or didn't it
Bad
not
Boys
come
for
out?
Life.
Yeah, that
Bad
was
Boys for
shot
Life. I
too,
seen. I seen.
compared to the other ones.
I seen half of it. I mean, I can't really say if I enjoyed it like I did with Bad Boys 1 and 2.
Do you think it's like a dying era? Like we can't recreate those memories of the was the other movie with they didn't do this though, but it's the next thing I can think of they would probably try to do with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Uh, weren't they
You know
trying
what
to
I'm talking
make
about though.
another one?
You know what I'm
I
talking
think they
about
were
though.
trying to make another sequel to that movie. When you talk about
But
Rush Hour, right?
yeah, so like the Rush Hours, the Bad Boys, the Coming to America, I feel like those were a certain era,
Yeah.
and we
See,
can't
they
be
were
in that
supposed
era
to.
anymore.
He
They
says they
were
were supposed
supposed
to
to
make
be in the
another one.
Rush Hour. Yeah, we can't be in that era anymore because we're not in that era. Like so many things have changed. We're not in that era. The music, everything, it's just different. Like it's
It's
different. Like
it's not
right
even
now, the
that.
dinosaurs.
It's not
Even
even
though
that. It's
I love
because of
them.
the. It's not even that. Also, it's also because of that whole entire cancel culture thing. Like we can't do specific things like we did back in the past.
Oh,
You see,
I didn't think of that.
so you can't really do that. So even if Chris Tucker were to say an Asian joke in the movie, guess what? His ass is going to get canceled because he said something racist. So
I didn't think of
but
that.
I think, to be honest with you, I think people need to get the foot out their asses and realize that we've been doing this shit for years. So the
Well,
whole
we laughed to
canceling,
stop from crying. You know that, right?
huh?
We laughed to stop from crying, and we made fun of which I need to stop doing for myself. We make fun of ourselves so that other people wouldn't.
Right.
But fuck. Okay, well, okay, cancel culture as a whole, I don't think it's a good thing. But and I read your message. It's crazy with the K. I'm looking at it. He said this new era is so terrible. The new era is like Chris Rock and Kevin Hart. Um, I I feel like cancel culture in general is not a good thing. However, I get that some things do need to be canceled.
No,
Like
I get that part. Yeah.
you shouldn't be bullying people. Don't bully people.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
say your piece and move on. Don't stay there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you're a grown ass man or woman and you say, well, you know what? I feel we need to cancel out Mr. Potato Head or Pepe Le Pew. I'm like, huh? What?
Yeah, I didn't know about Pepe Le Pew until recently. I mean, Pepe Le Pew's actions are questionable as fuck. He's trying to rape that little cat, and we don't want to say that rape is okay. But I don't
I
think that
mean,
but realistically, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that Pepe Le Pew is not the problem. I think the people are the problem. Not the people who
no.
are trying to cancel him. I think specifically the people who are raising the kids who allow them to have the behaviors to want to grow up and decide to rape kids behind the fucking dumpster. Sorry, rape people behind a dumpster. That was very specific. I think that is the problem. Like, whatever that kid's name is, something Brock that did the thing behind the dumpster. We going back into bad territory right now, aren't we? I said we supposed to leave this on a high note.
You went all in.
I
But
know.
see,
I'm sorry.
but the
Just
thing
because
is,
for
this
me,
is the
they're
thing
both
I
kids. I'm a grown ass person.
But see, this is the thing I don't understand though, because all right, we understand Pepe Le Pew. He did what he did, back in the past in the cartoons, because he was infatuated with the
The
cat.
cat.
That's mostly how it is. He didn't
He's
really
stuck.
necessarily rape her. He just all he did was like kiss her
Well,
and
because
all
he
that
was
other
for.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then you look at it, it's like, and you look at it now in the cancel culture, it's like, no, they haven't used Pepe Le Pew in years. The only time they've used him was in the first Space Jam movie. But then once they found out that Pepe Le Pew was coming back in the second one, it's like, oh no, we can't have that. It's like, well, he hasn't done. I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying it's not wrong, but he hasn't really been shown in any other featured cartoons or anything like that I know of. But because he was in the movie, it's like, oh no, we gotta take him out.
I mean, do you really miss him though?
Huh?
Do you really miss him though?
To be honest, he's a forgettable character to me. He's not as popular as Bugs
Do you
Bunny,
know why he's a
Daffy.
forgettable character to you?
Yeah,
Do you know why he's a forgettable character to you?
for me, no, not really.
Because you're a guy. Now, if you're
Yeah,
a
but
woman,
I
just hear
can't
me
really
out.
say that because I remember the Bugs Bunnies, the Daffy Ducks, you know the Elmer Fuds and all that stuff. Like those guys are memorable because you see them all the time. Pepe Le Pew is like just one of those, I'd
So you're
say,
saying he's not
background
memorable because you
characters.
saw him a couple of times. I remember Puppy View, like, seriously. I remember him always being a certain way. I I do think he was inappropriate. I don't think that I'm on the fence with the cancel culture on this, but I feel like I get why they would want to cancel him. I didn't even think about him in years, obviously, like you.
Right.
But when they said his name, I immediately knew who he was. I didn't have to look him up. I didn't have to Google him. I was like, oh, that dude that keeps trying to harass the and that's not harass. The dude that keeps harassing that cat. But if you think about it in a bigger sense, he didn't understand what no meant because she said no so many times. So when I have to look at it a standpoint of the cancel culture. Yeah, they did Lola Bunny too. They didn't cancel her. They changed her body because they didn't want her being a sex symbol because they said it's a feminist thing, but as a feminist, I want to say that like you can't say you speak for all of us. We get sexy too, but I get what they were trying to. I get what they're implying, but that's a different separate situation. But no, Pepe Le Pew had issues. He. I'm not saying he should be canceled, but I think that he shouldn't be in the new movie. Because I do think that children do see things. Because, like for instance, the idea that boys will be boys, that shit is born and grown on the fucking sandbox in the sandbox. When little boy is pulling on her hair and like, oh, he just likes you, he just likes you,
Right.
and that's grown in the sandbox. They see that at home from the parents. They see it on TV from the cartoons. I think that that's what they were thinking. I don't think it was like on the adult realm. I think it was on the child realm. That's what they were trying to say. They wanted to like limit as much as possible of the negative stereotypes of what they think it should be acceptable. Because he didn't accept no, and little boys don't accept no. Well, unless their parents teach them no. Realistically, little girls don't accept no either. But they're also told you stay in your lane.
Right.
Literally, it's just we're that's why when I asked you the question earlier, it wasn't because just because you're a guy. Well, it actually is because you're a guy. But I was like, oh, are you thinking that way? Do you not remember him because you're a guy? I remember as a girl because I remember being uncomfortable watching him. I watched it anyway because I wanted to make sure she got away. Each time I was like, get away, get away. I didn't understand what rape meant at the time. And granted, they don't show that on that. And yes, we're talking about fucking rape again. But at the time, I was like, she said no. And
I
some days
mean, we won't. Okay, we won't necessarily call it
we
rape. We'll
can't call it
call
that
it.
because that didn't happen. However,
We'll
it
call it
can
harassment.
insinuate. It can. Yes, thank you for the better word. We'll say harassment. But at the time, as a child, yeah, I thought he was bothering her. That's what I used to call it. Oh, he's bothering her. He's bothering her. She doesn't want it. You know. But as you get older, you learn other words. You say harassment, and then you say if the movie scrolled longer, he always got her in the end. She never really escaped, did she?
I want to say she has a couple of times.
I don't remember her escaping. I just remember her getting got.
No, she always escaped because it was just one of those things that he wasn't
She had
able
it
to, get her to
with the
go out with him so
Roadrunner,
fast.
and Speedy Gonzalez. Not Speedy Gonzalez, wrong characters. Roadrunner and the Coyote, Wile E.
Yeah,
Coyote. Okay, so yeah, okay, so maybe she did escape because obviously I would have been sad if she didn't escape, right? As a kid, I was like, get away, get away. But yeah, I thought as a kid, I thought of her being as like the auntie that kisses you on the cheeks when you're trying to run away. It's like
yeah,
him, not her. I thought of it like that because, like, families come over and they like family reunions. They have food. They hug you too tight. And you're like, I'm trying to run away. Just with the food.
right.
You're a
But
kid. You always know better.
yeah,
But yeah,
right,
that's
wait a minute. We're supposed to go out on a positive note, right?
yeah. I told you positive. You changed it to this.
I mean, I don't know anything as positive as me and you playing It Takes Two soon.
But we can't play that on the PC.
Yeah.
Shit. Wasn't I supposed to share my screen and do the thing? Oh, there's a share screen option.
Was he the one who was telling you about the chicken horse thing?
Yes, yes, yes. He's gonna make
Okay.
me fucking pay for chicken horse. We can't stream that on here. We'd have to stream that separately on the console because that's on the console. That's not on my
Okay,
PC.
so what platform is Chicken Horse on?
I downloaded it on Xbox because that's what I was at. Didn't make you do it. You did, liar, liar, pants on fire. I downloaded like 3 games that day, and today I downloaded 3 more games because of this other crazy.
Man, I try to tell her to stay away from the PS4 store. She went all mad and
You told me
everything.
to
I'm
go to
telling
this to buy Dragon Ball
I
Z.
I told you to buy like
I bought
certain
Xenoverse
games.
2 and Fighter Z. Nah, I
I
said,
told you
look
to
at
buy.
it.
I tell you to buy certain
I said,
games,
look at it. You're
and then all
like,
of a
whatever.
sudden
I
she
hope
got
you're
all these
right.
games in her. She got all these games in her cart that I didn't even talk about. Said, "Let me go see what's down this store right here."
I didn't buy the other ones though. There's six
Which
more
one?
games in my cart. I don't know. I don't even know the names. I just they did. Don't ask. Why you ask me questions? They did. That's all that matters. They did. And I didn't buy them. You told me to step off the ledge, and I did because I was like, I don't have $62 to pay these guys. I just
Wow.
paid 40 for Eight Takes Two, and then 40 sorry, 43.52, 54 for Eight Takes Two, and then I paid for $8.99 for Dragon Ball Z something and something else, $14.99 for Fighters or vice versa, whatever.
I gotta find some games me and you can play.
I
I'm thinking
downloaded all
about.
the games.
I'm thinking
Crazy.
about getting that Overcooked game so we can play that.
Oh please, please, because I'm by myself. Crazy with the K. I need you to tell me what your game list is so we can play games together. Little dog, you better not be eating shit. Cat bins.
Oh, I see that cat in the background.
You see cat?
Yeah, she's like right here behind you. There she is.
She crazy. That's Storm.
I want to say to get the Jackbox games.
I told you. Oh, that's what he said to get. He said that his brother or cousin has all of them.
Mm,
Um, DBD. I already have DBD. I have COD. I have Apex. I'm not playing Rocket League. I'm sorry. I'm a grown ass person. I'm not playing Smite either because I got life.
I mean, Rocket League is okay. I just don't like
You heard
losing,
what I said, right?
and
Crazy with a
I
C.
can't do it.
Crazy
What
with a
happened?
C. I said I'm a grown ass person. I ain't playing Rocket League. And Smite, I got life. I ain't playing that shit. I'm gonna play DBD if I want to play Smite. I'm gonna play DBD. Yes, I play DBD in real life. It's been a minute though. But I have
No, but
a druid,
I was gonna
cleric,
say,
elf, half elf. I he's like,
eh.
what the fuck? You're really dork? You're like uber dork? Shit. I'm not gonna crush on you anymore. I'm gonna go over here.
No, no, we all know you about that life. Don't worry.
Yeah, about that life.
We know
Uh
you about that life.
Nah, legit though. We're gonna log off soon, guys. Like in the next couple of seconds slash minutes because it's late. But you wanna play a game? Or you going to sleep?
If you're talking to me, we'll play a game.
Do you wanna play
We'll
a
play a
game?
game.
I have issues. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Cat's Corner. It's not. I don't even
Trial
know what to say.
version.
Try. Thank you.
Trial edition.
Thank you. That's
It's a
why you
trial
need
edition, people.
meat cheeks for the
Meat
win.
cheek. When did I
Uh,
become meat cheeks? I did not recall being meat cheeks.
I don't know. It just works well. Don't
I've been
ask me.
senior. I've been senior cheeks. I've been street meat. I've
Now that I
been
know that
grade.
you're black, this is definitely
I
cheap
think I've been
cheeks.
grade
You know what I
F.
said, right? No,
I think
that's
I've been
grade D.
possum. I think I was possum too, and
You were
squirrel.
no, you were squirrel meat.
I was squirrel. I think I added that possum in there just for variety.
No, crazy with the K added the possum. Not the point though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Whether you watch this now with us and lurking and with your sound off, because I know it won't count as a view, but you'll still see us. Whether you were watching now or if you watch later, because I know people will watch later, which is great. Um, thank you.
Hey,
This is a trial. I didn't even know that Restream would work for me, but it does. So I'll be back.
and
Crazy might come in with a C. Crazy with a C. Crazy with a K might come in. Who knows? Other people might come in. Who knows? But this was Cat's Takeover because we didn't do a podcast tonight. So yeah, that happened.
but hey, it was an experiment. Got pretty well.
And it was really fun. And I don't know how to end this. So give me a second. I'll just keep talking. Oh, there's a button. Okay, cool.
She found the button, ladies and gentlemen. She found that
Bye.
button.